Hey, welcome back everybody to another dicondissectional production hosted by Deathstroke9. It's been a while since we've done any Nightwish, so today we're going to be checking out Song of Myself live from Wacken, I think 2013. So yeah, welcome back everybody. I went back to the most recent Nightwish video that I did and just checked some of the comments under it and found this and I was like, alright, this is most requested, here we go. I'm excited to check this out. Now, I can't remember. What was the very last song I did? It was either Dead Boy's Poem or it was The Greatest Show on Earth. Might have been Dead Boy's Poem. But anyway, I've got the lyrics pulled up. As always, since the very first song I did by Nightwish, my expectations were like blown right through the roof, and then they've just stayed up here. And it's like every single time they deliver that or above it. You know, it's like there is not a bad Nightwish song that I've heard so far. So, yeah, I'm excited to check this out. Thank you, by the way, to all the very kind commenters who are part of the Nightwish army who have been, I guess, helping me along on my journey and helping me, you know, I guess, go about this in a good order so that I get a good overall impression of Nightwish so that, you know, on my own time, I can listen to maybe their full albums and stuff like that. You know, you guys, through showing me these live performances and stuff, really, yeah, you helped me along a lot. And for that, I thank you, my friends. Now, if you're new to the channel, hi, my name's Daniel, and here we react to music, and I try to figure out what the music and the lyrics mean to me personally. And then at the end of every video, we do research on the songs themselves. So yeah. And the past couple of times I've tried to make the videos like full screen so that it's bigger for you all at home. It just screws up the entire setup that I have here. I'm still trying to figure out how to get around that without making it all weird. So for now, apologies that it's not full screened. And yeah, 7 minutes long. Let's get into this. 7 minutes of awesomeness, I think. Let's see where we go. Song of Myself, live. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
In the cage, the deep breath I took still poisons my lungs. An old oak sheltering me from the blue, sunbathing on its dead frozen leaves.
So cool. Oh. Ooh, love those drums. still didn't want to pause it. Bringing it back. All right. I don't really want to say much. I kind of just want to get back into the song. But let's just say it's good to be back, my friends. It's been a minute since I've listened to anything new from Nightwish. I find myself going back to Ghost Love Score a lot. It's probably my favorite song by them. Among quite a few other songs. But, man, that song is freaking... it's so cool. Anyway, all right, let's get back into this. Their performance, as always, is impeccable. It's so dramatic. I love it so much. It reminds me of like when I first listened to like Sweeney Todd, or Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde the musical, or something like that. You know, there's an element of theatrics in here, and I really like it. Symphonic metal is the coolest thing ever. Turn it up. I love seeing their fans. It's awesome. It's like contagious. Her voice is so perfect for this. What the heck? Yeah. Well, that was freaking awesome. Okay. Not much else to say. Wow. Flora Janssen, most perfect live performance, most powerful voice. She's the one who can change the most her voice from dramatic to wild, harsh, even pop. The one who has self-confidence the most. Best headbanger ever. Yeah. This person writes, a Viking, a wizard, a dwarf, a pirate, and a siren. What else do you need to create the best band? Wow. This person says, I'm 58 years old, came across Nightwish about a month ago and have not stopped listening to them every spare minute since. Tarja is great, but Flora Janssen is simply the best rock or metal vocalist ever. Wow, that's a bold statement. Okay. Yeah, wow. All right, let's take a look at the lyrics. The beginning instrumental was called From a Dusty Bookshelf. Then part 2, All That Great Heart Lying Still. They're really good at naming things, aren't they? The nightingale is still locked in the cage. The deep breath I took still poisonous in my lungs. An old oak sheltering me from the blue, sun bathing on its dead frozen leaves. A catnap in the ghost town of my heart. She dreams of story time and the river ghosts, of mermaids and Whitmans and the ride, raving harlequins and gigantic toys. So like a horror movie. I love it. A song of me, a song in need of a courageous symphony, a verse of me, a verse in need of a pure heart singing me to peace. All that great heart lying still and slowly dying. All that great heart lying still on an angel wing. All that great heart lying still in silent suffering. Wow. Smiling like a clown until the show has come to an end. What is left for encore is the same old Dead Boys song. Oh, this one has a lot of song of myself. It sounds like this is very much inspired by Tuomas. You know, like his... It sounds like him talking about his own songs. You know, Story Time, the Dead Boys poem, or Dead Boys song, sung in silence, all that great heart lying still and slowly dying. A midnight flight into Covington Woods, a princess and a panther by my side. These are territories I live for. I'd give my everything to love you more. And then the next part is called Piano Black, a silent symphony, a hollow opus, 1, 2, 3. Sometimes the sky is piano black over cleansing waters, rusting pipes, verse of bore, rusting keys without a door. Sometimes the within is piano black over cleansing waters. Then part 4 is love. I see a slow, simple youngster by a busy street, with a begging bowl in his shaking hand, trying to smile, but hurting infinitely. Nobody notices. I do, but walk by. An old man gets naked and kisses a model doll in his attic. It's half light and he's in tears. When he finally comes, his eyes are cascading. Okay, that's a vivid image. Some vivid imagery there. I see a beaten dog in a pungent alley. He tries to bite me. All pride has left his wild, drooling eyes. I wish I had my leg to spare. A mother visits her... Oh my goodness gracious. A mother visits her son, smiles to him through the bars. She's never loved him more. An obese girl enters an elevator with me, all dressed up fancy, a green butterfly on her neck. Terribly sweet perfume deafens me. She's going to dinner alone, and that makes her more beautiful. I see a model's face on a brick wall, a statue of porcelain perfection beside a violent city kill, a city that worships flesh. The first thing I ever heard was a wandering man telling his story. It was you, the grass under my bare feet, the campfire in the dead of the night, the heavenly black of sky and sea. It was us, roaming the rainy roads, combing the gilded beaches, waking up to a new gallery of wonders every morn. Man, there's so much going on in this song. I love it. Wow. Lyrically, this is one of the most interesting. One of them. I mean, I can't even say that, but very interesting. Bathing in places no one's seen before, shipwrecked on some matte-painted island, clad in nothing but the surf, beauty's finest robe. Beyond all mortality we are, swinging in the breath of nature, in early air of the dawn of life, a sight to silence the heavens. I want to travel where life travels, following its permanent lead, where the air tastes like snow music, where grass smells like fresh-born Eden. I would pass no man, no stranger, no tragedy or rapture. I would bathe in a world of sensation, love, goodness, and simplicity while violated and imprisoned by technology. Ooh, okay. The thought of my family's graves was the only moment I used to experience true love. That love remains infinite, as I'll never be the man my father is. How can you just be yourself when you don't know who you are? Stop saying, I know how you feel. How could anyone know how another feels? Who am I to judge a priest, beggar, whore, politician, wrongdoer? I am, you are, all of them already. Dear child, stop working, go play, forget every rule. There's no fear in a dream. Is there a village inside this snowflake, a child asks me. What's the color of our lullaby? I've never been so close to truth as then. I touched its silver lining. This song is incredible. Wow. Death is the winner in any war. Nothing noble in dying for your religion, for your country, for ideology, for faith, for another man. Yes. Paper is dead without words, ink idle without a poem, all the world dead without stories, without love and disarming beauty. Careless realism costs souls. Ever seen the Lord smile? All the care for the world made beautiful, a sad man. Why do we still carry a device of torture around our necks? Oh, how rotten your pre-apocalypse is. All you Bible black fools living over nightmare ground. I see these empty cradles and wonder if man will ever change. I too wish to be a decent man boy, but all I am is smoke and mirrors. Still, given everything, may I be deserving of what I have. I'm adding that. It's may I be deserving. And there forever remains that change from G to E minor. That's a very interesting line, too, because G is one of the most pretty, in my opinion, uplifting chords, and E minor used to be my very I had favorite chords. E minor was my favorite because it sounded so the opposite of that. So let's see what it says. This is about the chords that he uses in songwriting: G major, E minor. Also reference to the film Imaginarium, in which the name of the main character. Yes, G chord is associated with happy tunes, E minor associated to sad ones that could also represent the change of states of spirit or even life to death. Oh, whoops, did not mean to do that. Jeez, there's so much going on in this song. I could sit here for an hour looking at all these lyrics. Wow. The first thing is a reference to the song Escapist, recorded by the band as B-side to the Dark Passion Play album with the words, a nightingale in a golden cage. Reference to the song Storytime, Ghost River, Turn Loose the Mermaids, Song of Myself is a famous Walt Whitman poem included in collection Leaves of Grass. Reference to the song Last Ride of the Day, an allusion to the work Sonnet written on the Westminster Bridge on September 3rd, 1802 by the English Romantic poet William Wordsworth. The river glideth at his own sweet will. Dear God, the very houses seem asleep, and all that mighty heart is lying still. Perhaps a reference to the song Dead Boy's Poem. It is in Covington Woods that Thomas's favorite film, Mysterious Forest, takes place. This forest was forbidden, full of tears and dangers, because according to local legends, it was inhabited by mysterious and dangerous creatures, those whom we do not speak. The favorite film is called Mysterious Forest. The main heroine of the tape, Ivy, attracted to this forest, and she felt that there's some kind of mystery in it, and the solution of which can reveal and explain a lot. She also needed to go through this forest in order to save her lover. That reminds me of one of my favorite movies, which is The Village. Just that opening thing right here of, according to local legend, inhabited by, yeah, such an interesting movie. Anyway, The Princess and Her Panther is a children's fairy tale by Wendy Orr and Lauren Stringer. Man, very well read, man. Perhaps a reference to Talisman by Stephen King. Territories in this book is another reality, another world, a little better and a little more fantastic than the real one. And then there's this person did not add anything to the rest of this, but he's like, look, so this part is called Love, and he's in the part called Love, he's describing a bunch of people at the lowest points, you know. A slow, simple youngster with a begging bowl in his shaking hand, trying to smile but hurting infinitely. Old man getting naked and in tears as he's with a model doll in his attic. A beaten dog, all pride gone, and he wishes that he could cut off his own leg and give it to the dog, or spare his leg. A mother visiting her son who's behind bars, so in prison. An obese girl has no one with her. A model's face on a brick wall. Next to a violent city kill, a city that worships flesh. And he's saying everything. So he's basically taking this idea. A song of myself becomes a song of us, almost, you know, in a way, because, and there's dual meaning in it too, because first he says stuff like, "Don't ever say you understand me. How can one person ever understand another person?" That's on one hand. Then on the other hand, he's saying, how can I judge anybody? We all experience these things. And we are all human, and therefore we're all connected. And in the end, the great challenge is to try and lift as many people up as you possibly can. And there it is. Again, I could sit here and look at these lyrics for a really long time, and now this video is kind of going on for a little longer than I intended it to. So, thank you for joining me. That seems to happen a lot with these videos that I make. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna make this, and it's gonna be like 10, 15 minutes long, and then we're 40 minutes into me talking about the lyrics. So, thank you very much for joining me. Let me know what I should do next by Nightwish down below in the comments. As always, probably going to look for the most upvoted comment to move along to the next thing. Probably going to do their newest release at some point, the entire album. Not yet, because I have a few other albums I want to get to first, but I'm hoping to do it at some point. So let me know if there's any other live performances I should check out. Thank you very much for joining me. We are Legion, Deathstroke 9, out. Stay tuned for more videos.